Welcome to TechQuest X, where we make tech clear and show what it means for your role. Today we're diving deep into an idea that reshapes how we view large language models, or LLMs. Think of your everyday computer or smartphone. What makes it useful? It's not just the hardware. It's the operating system, like Windows, macOS, or Android, that manages everything, right? It lets different programs run, handles memory, and allows you to interact with the device. Well, it's time to start seeing LLMs like ChatGPT, Grok, or Gemini in a similar light, as a kind of digital operating system for AI.
At their core, these LLMs aren't just sophisticated chatbots.
They are powerful, generalized engines capable of understanding, generating, and processing information in incredibly flexible ways. Just like an operating system provides a foundation for all software, an LLM provides a foundational intelligence for managing and executing a wide array of cognitive tasks. This includes things like interpreting complex instructions, reasoning through problems, and orchestrating outputs based on vast amounts of data. They're the brain powering the entire system, handling the essential plumbing of understanding and generation. Now, how do we interface with this LLM operating system? Through prompts. You can think of prompts as the application programming interfaces, or APIs, of an LLM. When you give an LLM a carefully constructed prompt, you're essentially calling an API, instructing it to perform a specific function or retrieve particular data. This isn't just about developers crafting complex prompts. Understanding this prompt as API concept is critical for product managers defining agent behavior, security teams ensuring data handling compliance, and even business analysts looking to query data more effectively for strategic insights. In real systems, this shows up when an LLM is tasked with something like customer support. Instead of just answering a question, it might act as an orchestrator. It receives a customer's query, identifies the intent, then uses its internal logic to decide if it needs to access a knowledge base, pull up a customer's account details from an external database, or even route the conversation to a human agent. It's managing the entire workflow, much like an OS manages different applications and resources to complete your tasks.
Furthermore, an LLM isn't just self-contained.
Like an operating system that connects to peripherals and external drives, LLMs can be extended to interact with the outside world. Through advanced techniques, they can be given access to external tools, databases, or even the internet for real-time information retrieval, a process often called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. This ability to integrate and leverage external information is key to moving beyond static knowledge and building truly dynamic and capable AI systems. Consider the LLM's context window as its working memory, similar to RAM in a computer.
This is where it holds and processes the current conversation or task.
The larger the context window, the more information it can keep in mind simultaneously. Just as you might install specific drivers or update your OS for better performance, LLMs can be fine-tuned or given specific instructions to adapt their core capabilities for specialized tasks, optimizing their performance within a given domain. It's about tailoring the foundational system to meet specific needs.
So understanding LLMs as these foundational operating systems is crucial. It changes our perspective from viewing them as mere tools to seeing them as the underlying architecture that enables much more sophisticated applications. This powerful OS sets the stage for what we call AI agents, independent programs that can leverage the LLM's core intelligence to perform complex, multi-step tasks. Next, we'll see how this operating system gives rise to the applications we call AI agents, and why that distinction matters for your enterprise. So, if large language models like ChatGPT or Gemini are becoming the new operating systems for AI, then what are AI agents? Well, to continue our analogy, AI agents are essentially the software and apps built on top of these LLM operating systems. Just like an app on your phone uses the underlying iOS or Android capabilities to perform specific tasks, an AI agent leverages the reasoning, language understanding, and knowledge of an LLM to achieve a defined goal. You might be thinking, is an AI agent just a more complex prompt? Not quite. An agent is a piece of software that can reason about a problem, plan a series of actions, execute those actions, often by calling external tools or APIs, and then reflect on the results, iteratively refining its approach until the goal is met. It's like a smart script that can make its own decisions. These agents derive their power from three core capabilities: tool use, allowing them to interact with the outside world; planning, enabling them to break down complex problems into manageable steps, and memory, which gives them context from past interactions. Imagine an agent designed to automate financial report generation. It doesn't just write text. It can access databases, run calculations in a spreadsheet, and format the output into a presentation. Picture a moment where your marketing team needs to analyze campaign performance across multiple platforms and identify actionable insights. Instead of manual data crunching, an AI agent could autonomously pull data from Google Analytics, Salesforce, and social media APIs, then generate a comprehensive summary with recommendations. This distinction between the core LLM and the agent's specific functionality is crucial, not just for developers building them, but for product managers who need to define their scope and understand what problems they can realistically solve, or for operations teams managing their deployment and resource allocation. Just as you navigate an app store to find specialized applications for specific needs, be it editing photos, managing projects, or ordering food, we'll soon interact with a diverse ecosystem of AI agents. Each agent will be finely tuned or programmed to excel at particular tasks, making them powerful, targeted solutions rather than generalist chat interfaces. For developers, this means shifting from just interacting with LLMs to building structured programs around them. You're not just writing prompts. You're writing code that defines an agent's tools, its workflow, its memory, and its decision-making loops. It's about orchestrating intelligence to solve specific, complex problems within an enterprise context. Ultimately, viewing AI agents as software and apps built on LLM operating systems helps us grasp their modularity, scalability, and practical utility. They're designed to be highly specialized problem solvers, ready to be deployed for distinct business functions. And what this implies for the sheer volume and diversity of agents we're about to see is truly remarkable. We've just seen how AI agents function much like specialized software applications, each designed to perform specific tasks atop powerful LLM operating systems. Now, let's zoom out to the bigger picture, because soon you're going to start seeing AI agents everywhere, in the millions, just like the apps and software you use daily. Imagine a world not far from now where your digital environment isn't just static applications, but a dynamic swarm of intelligent entities. Each agent, a focused specialist, ready to assist, automate, and innovate. This isn't just about general-purpose chatbots anymore. It's about purpose-built intelligence that seamlessly integrates into your workflows. You might be thinking, is this just hype? No, it's a natural evolution driven by the need for more granular, adaptable automation. While we aren't relying on one single overarching analogy for this entire video, thinking of these agents like the apps on your smartphone or the software on your computer is a perfectly clear way to grasp their imminent proliferation. Just as you have different apps for communication, finance, and entertainment, you'll have specialized AI agents for customer service, data analysis, content generation, and so much more. Picture a moment where your marketing team needs to generate personalized ad copy for 100 different segments, analyze campaign performance across 5 platforms, and then schedule follow-up emails. Instead of manual effort or even a single, generic AI tool, you'll deploy a marketing agent specifically designed for ad copy, another for analytics integration, and a third for automated email sequencing. Each agent excels at its narrow domain, making the entire process efficient and tailored. And this isn't just a developer's concern. Understanding this impending agent ecosystem is crucial for product managers defining agent scope, for legal teams ensuring compliance and data privacy, and for business leaders planning strategic AI adoption and understanding the ROI. It's about building a robust, secure, and effective digital workforce that aligns with organizational goals, far beyond just technical implementation. This rapid expansion will be fueled by increasingly accessible tools for agent development, moving beyond needing a PhD in AI. Think of low-code or no-code platforms for creating agents, democratizing their creation and deployment. The sheer volume will mean unparalleled accessibility to advanced AI capabilities, making even complex tasks achievable for teams without dedicated AI research departments. It's about making AI practical and widespread. What this means is a shift from merely interacting with large language models to orchestrating entire teams of specialized AI agents. But with millions of agents potentially available, the next logical question arises. How do you even begin to choose which ones are right for you? And do you really need them all? We'll explore that very practical challenge next. Now, after talking about this explosion of AI agents, you might be thinking, Does this mean we need to embrace every single one of them? And the simple answer is absolutely not. Just like you don't need every app on your phone or every software application ever created for your business, the same principle applies to these emerging AI agents. The sheer volume will be staggering, but their power comes from their specialized nature, not from blanket adoption. We're moving towards an ecosystem where choice and purpose-driven selection are paramount. Picture a moment where your organization needed a specific task automated, perhaps data extraction from invoices or sentiment analysis on customer feedback. You wouldn't download a generic web browser for that, would you? You'd seek out a specialized tool. LLM-powered agents will be no different. Each will be engineered to excel at particular functions, offering nuanced capabilities far beyond what a general-purpose LLM can deliver out of the box. This isn't just a developer's choice of tool. It impacts how efficiently marketing teams can personalize campaigns, or how legal departments automate document review, directly affecting business efficiency across the board. Trying to use every agent, or attempting to build a custom solution for every single problem without careful consideration, can lead to significant resource drains and unnecessary complexity. Remember those key pain points we discussed earlier? The prohibitive GPU costs, the data scarcity, the challenge of managing complex workflows. Adopting agents without a clear strategy only amplifies those challenges. It's about discerning which agents genuinely solve a critical problem for your enterprise, rather than chasing every shiny new AI object that emerges. So the real mastery here isn't in collecting the most agents, but in strategically identifying and integrating the ones that align perfectly with your specific operational needs and business goals. It's about asking, what problem are we trying to solve? And then finding the agent that is the sharpest, most efficient tool for that particular job. This selective approach ensures that you leverage the true power of this agent ecosystem without drowning in its vastness. But how do general users navigate this landscape? For general users, the journey into LLM agents begins with a very familiar mental model. Think about how you approach your personal computing environment. You don't indiscriminately install every piece of software or juggle multiple operating systems. Instead, you consciously choose one primary operating system, whether that's Windows, Mac OS, or perhaps a Linux distribution. This fundamental choice is about establishing a stable, consistent foundation for all your digital interactions. It sets the stage for usability and compatibility, reducing friction and complexity from the outset. Following that foundational choice, you then select a limited, specific set of applications or software that precisely cater to your individual needs. We're talking about a browser for web access, an email client for communication, a photo editor, or a document creator. This isn't about collecting everything. It's about curating a personalized toolkit that empowers your specific tasks and workflows. Picture a moment where you're setting up a new device. You thoughtfully install only what provides immediate utility and integrates seamlessly into your daily routine, avoiding digital clutter and unnecessary resource drain. But simply possessing these tools isn't enough, is it? To truly harness their power, general users must advance beyond basic functionality and become proficient in their proper use. This doesn't necessarily mean coding, but rather understanding the software's deeper features and how to leverage them effectively. For instance, knowing how to craft complex formulas in Excel, design impactful presentations in PowerPoint, or automate mail merges in Word transforms these applications from simple utilities into powerful engines for productivity and sophisticated output. This same imperative for understanding and proper usage directly translates to the burgeoning world of AAG agents. Just as you invest time in learning your Office suite, you'll need to develop an understanding of how these sophisticated LLM-powered applications operate. This isn't just a developer concern. Understanding an agent's capabilities and limitations is crucial for project managers defining scope, security teams assessing risks, and even marketing teams leveraging agents for content creation. It's about empowering everyone to interact intelligently. For the general user, this mastery of AI agents will primarily manifest as skilled prompt engineering. It's about clearly defining problems, managing the complexity of your requests, and understanding what outputs to expect. It means learning how to craft precise instructions, evaluate the agent's responses critically, and iterate to refine results. This hands-on understanding is vital for mitigating common pain points, like agents producing unreliable or hallucinated content, ensuring they consistently deliver high-quality, trustworthy information and actions. Adopting this focused, strategic mindset means you won't need to deploy every single AI agent out there, just as you don't use every obscure feature in your existing software. The true value comes from strategically applying a few well-understood agents, integrated thoughtfully, into your established workflows. This targeted approach yields far greater dividends in efficiency and problem-solving, directly addressing concerns about immense computational costs and the difficulty of defining clear problems. It's about maximizing impact with minimal overhead. Ultimately, what we're experiencing is a profound shift in how we interact with technology. It's moving from purely manual software operation to intelligently guiding and leveraging autonomous capabilities. While there isn't one singular overarching analogy for this entire series, the operating system and application metaphor provides an incredibly clear framework for understanding this specific stage. This evolution empowers general users not by forcing them to become developers, but by transforming them into adept conductors of intelligent tools, focused keenly on achieving desired outcomes. But how does this selective and skilled usage look from the perspective of the developers building these very agents and their foundational LLM operating systems? For developers, the journey often starts with a foundational choice: an operating system and a primary programming language. Think of mastering Linux or Windows, then diving deep into Python or Java. This isn't just picking tools. It's understanding their core philosophy, their ecosystem, and how to wield them effectively to build robust software. This familiar path is your blueprint. Now, let's bridge that understanding to the world of AI agents. Your choice of a foundational LLM, be it a cutting-edge model like GPT-4, Gemini, or an open-source option like Llama 3, becomes your new operating system. It's the core engine, the brain, that dictates the capabilities and characteristics of your future agents. While we're not relying on a single, overarching, no-brain analogy today, the parallels between traditional software development and LLM agent building are incredibly strong. Just selecting an LLM isn't enough. True mastery involves delving into its unique architecture, its prompt engineering nuances, and understanding its inherent biases and limitations. It's about knowing how to coax the best performance out of it, how to manage context windows, and even anticipating its failure modes. This deep knowledge is crucial for reliable agent behavior. Once you've chosen and begun to understand your LLM, APIs are your fundamental tools for interactions. These application programming interfaces are how your code communicates with the LLM, sending requests and receiving responses. They provide the methods and functions you'll use to integrate the LLM's intelligence into your agent. Much like a well-documented SDK streamlines library integration, by combining a deeply understood LLM with skilled API usage, you transform abstract models into tangible, enterprise-grade AI agents. These aren't just chatbots. They're intelligent systems capable of complex decision-making, sophisticated data analysis, and workflow automation, acting as powerful digital employees within an organization. This is where development meets practical application. Picture a moment where a developer masters an LLM API to create an internal agent for automating crucial financial report generation. This isn't just a developer concern. It directly impacts how quickly business analysts receive actionable insights, how efficiently finance teams can close quarters, and how effectively executives can make data-driven strategic decisions, bridging the gap from technical implementation to significant business value. This disciplined approach, selecting your core LLM, mastering its intricacies, and expertly leveraging its APIs, is the foundation for building truly robust, reliable, and scalable AI agents. It addresses the practical challenges of complexity and resource utilization by ensuring developers have a clear plan for success, making the leap from LLM to agent a structured and achievable reality for any enterprise. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into building LLM agents. If this exploration of foundational LLM and API mastery resonated with you, please hit the like button. Let us know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway was or what challenges you're currently facing with agent development. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more insights, and grab the full playbook on LLM agent foundations. The link is in the description.